What's up, guys? Oh man, had to do it again. Welcome to another coffee break episode. I said I was gonna do new content more frequently, so this is what it is. I'm at a different location, a different site today, but I knew I had to do a video for you guys. And today's topic on this coffee break is I retired. Yeah, I retired. And you probably see the thumbnail and it's like, what are you talking about? I retired. I retired before 40. And that was something that I wanted to do for a long time. But what I want to touch is on the importance of jotting down and writing things down. Why do we write things down? To remind us, so we can reflect, so we can see, you know what I mean, what we got going on. It puts things into perspective. It gives you like a checklist of, you know, on top of all the other things you want to jot down and put down. So about 18 years ago, I was working for a corporate bank in New York City. I was there for a while. It was an amazing journey for me. I learned so much from the bankers that were there, my colleagues that were in technology as well. Like, I met a lot of cool people working in corporate America at the center of Times Square for such a prestigious bank. And it was great. But I always had like side projects or side things that I love to do. I was always an entrepreneur at heart all the time. I had my normal 9-to-5 and it paid the bills, obviously, but there was always that desire and like to do other things, to just build something of my own. So as the years went on, I kept just working and tampering around with different ideas that I had of things that I wanted to pursue, clothing, technology, pieces of technology. And then coffee came along and kind of like just was like the cherry on top of all the other stuff that I wanted to do. Also with doing videos just like this one. I couldn't have time. I was waking up at 4 a.m, to be in the office at 7 a.m, and then I would get home around 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. It was a 4-hour commute, like 2 hours going and 2 hours coming. And I was dreading it every day. And then once things become like dreadful, stuff that you maybe loved doing before, and then all of a sudden it's just like dreadful, it's time for a change, But on my office computer, I remember putting a note for myself, and it was a reminder that I was going to retire before 40. And I was struggling with that too, because every time years went by, I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? How am I preparing myself for this? So the years went by, kept going. Work got a little bit more frustrating, already fast forward, 12, 13 years into it, you're already like, oh my God, like, I hope I'm not going to be in this place forever. This is not 100% what I want to do. So I started like putting the guns in, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to work extra harder on my side projects, on my side things. I'm going to put more focus on what I want to build. So I had to like recalibrate my mind and say, okay, my normal 9-to-5, you're not my primary job anymore. My primary job is my side gigs. And it took a while to kind of like recalibrate the brain, because you're used to a normal paycheck every week, every 2 weeks. And it's almost, it can put you in a comfort state of just like, oh, I got benefits, I got this, I got that. You can probably list a whole bunch of things. But every time, I looked at my side project, I was like, wow, no, this is what I really like. I love working with people. I love, doing these videos. I love editing. I love, music. I love coffee. I love clothing and all these other things. And I said, I need to focus on that. I need to invest some time into that. So that's what I did. And a year ago, back in November, I resigned and I said, I quit. Enough is enough. Like, right? I said to myself, enough is enough. Mind you, this is not something that I just, pulled out of my pocket and said, I'm just gonna quit. It was not like that. It was a discussion I had with my wife. We broke down some things as to, how is it gonna look if I do leave the job. And so I had somewhat of a plan, and I said, this is what I'm gonna do. This is how I'm gonna set it up. And this is what we're gonna aim for. It's gonna probably be challenging the first year. But as long as I'm at peace, and as long as you're at peace, which is my wife, I think I'm ready to make this jump. And this year, August 2024, I'm gonna be 40. And when I left the job, there was a note, and it was that same note that I added to myself that I was gonna retire before 40. And I actually resigned, and I feel retired in a sense, that I'm no longer working for the system, so to say. I'm no longer working, a 9 to 5 and just dreading every single day that I'm there, and, bosses and managers telling me how much I'm worth, every year doing reviews and you always exceeding or doing well on your reviews, and you not getting compensated for all the work that you're doing. You go above and beyond, and that's all good, that's all great, right? But at the same time, it's like, yo, when are you gonna get compensated for what you're doing? When are people gonna really recognize you and take care of you to a certain extent? You know what I'm saying? And that's where I was kind of like battling with and dealing with. But I took the step of faith, and I said, you know what, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna quit, I'm gonna leave this job, and I'm gonna go 100% full force with my ideas and the projects that the Lord has placed in my heart. Because I know every project that I got on the side, I know it was definitely the Lord that was placing in my heart to do and to kind of like execute. So it's been a year now since I've been out of corporate America, and it has been amazing, I tell you. I'm still at peace. There is challenges, right? Because you're trying to build a schedule for yourself. You're trying to see what works. You're trying to see, like, meetings wise, people you got to network with, deadlines that you set up for yourself that you want to meet, that you want to make sure that you can achieve those as well. And that's what I've been doing. And let me tell you, it's been the greatest feeling for me. And I'm slowly seeing everything come together and align itself into the right place, right? And that all it took was for me to write something down on a note, right? To remind me that, yo, you have a goal to reach. Make sure you're thinking about it, right? So make sure that you're writing stuff down, things that you want to achieve that may look like unachievable right now. Just write it down. Write them down, because when you write it down, it's almost like that stamp, like you got to make it happen now, right? It's there, it's on your notes, whether it be on a notes on a computer, whether it be notes on your phone. Write your ideas down. Write your projects that you want to complete, right? I don't write everything down. I just write down like my main kind of like things that I would love to accomplish and reach. And I'm slowly checking them off, and it's such a good feeling when you look at something and you're just like, wow, boom, that's done. Wow, boom, this is done. And you're seeing little things slowly unfold and come to existence. So if there's anything like a coffee break, that, some gems that I'm pushing out again on another coffee break episode, is write things down. Believe in yourself. Reach those dreams. Reach those goals that you have. And even though sometimes those ideas may seem too far-fetched, don't worry about it. You can achieve it if you believe it. So don't stop. Keep going. I'm here to encourage you. I'm not telling you to go quit your job now. That's not what I'm saying. That's just what worked for me based on my process and of so many years of working in for the system, for a normal, the way the system is designed, go to school, go to college, and then, land yourself a job, work for somebody, let them tell you how much you're worth in salary wise, and then they create parameters and limits for you and stuff like that. But I needed to step outside of that box. I wanted to experience for myself what it looks like to just run something of my own and build something of my own and see it grow little by little. So I'm super excited to say this. I'm super excited to announce this, that yes, I quit my job. I retired from working the normal system, and now I'm just building my own things. I'm building my own projects. I'm building my own schedules. I'm, building my own time with family, with friends, and it's just the greatest feeling ever. So if you're like me and you're in a position that maybe it's time for a change, then, evaluate it, look at it, and make it happen. Create a plan for yourself. And if you're married, make sure you talk to your wife, because that's a big step that you got to make. So make sure you're talking to your wife and preparing this. I spoke to my wife about this almost 3-4 years ago, and now is when it actually became a thing, So I know this coffee break was a little extended, but I want to encourage you today. Do what you have to do. Write things down. Make it happen. Because once you do it and once you see it and you're slowly achieving it little by little, it's going to give you the motivation to keep going. Put God first. Keep Him first in everything that you do and all your projects and all your ideas. Present them before the Lord, and you see how God will guide you and provide the resources that you need. So thank you again for watching this video. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do so now. Hit the bell icon to be notified on new videos that I'm going to be pushing out, just like this one. Share it with some friends. Thank you for all those who have already been sharing the videos and commenting. I love it. I love the engagement. Thank you. I appreciate you. Okay? I appreciate you, everyone that has been, rocking with me from the beginning, not just now. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I welcome you to the channel. Now go back to my other videos and check those out as well. Leave a like, put a heart on there, leave a comment on there. Let's engage. I want to continue to build momentum with my followers as well. And anything that I can do, any insight that I can give you to maybe help you or push your things along, shoot me a DM, man. I'm here for that. Let's grow together. And like every other episode, I got great coffee up in the house. And guess what? It's great coffee. So if you haven't checked out the website, go check them out. greatcoffee.co, GRAcoffee.co. And I want to thank Great Coffee for sponsoring this video. And if you like this merch as well, go check out perimenoapparel.com. Fresh, clean, quality clothes, but that offer or deliver a message of the gospel. All right? So that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Later.